It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It's been a show filled with fun, food. Yes, I'm still munching on a chip. Gatsby's have been created, a Gatsby burger, in fact, and of course some unbelievable local talent as we've been catching up with GoodLuck, who we absolutely adore. It's almost the moment we've been waiting for as they're about to perform music from their upcoming Unplugged album. But first, let's take an exclusive, never-before-seen sneak peek at what went on behind the scenes in the making of this album.
Years that we've been touring and writing has kind of brought us to a place where the great juncture between our touring regime and COVID kind of did this big meeting of the ways, and it led to a lot of introspection and a lot of downtime naturally, but also just like this thought of like, how do you make like upbeat pop music during a time like this, and that just didn't feel right.
Some creative projects take a lot of time and a lot of planning. And this was one of those things that just happened really fast, really organically.
Somewhere along the line, I heard Jules's rendition of Rum and Cola, but stripped down. It was just her playing piano, and it was beautiful, and it had this whole different sort of took the song into a whole different space.
Jules has written these songs that have just got like such beautiful lyrics, and they're so amazing, but I think sometimes those words get lost in the production of what electronic music is.
From that, the conversation started about like which other songs could maybe go in that direction and what the rest of the year looked like. And then the crazy idea came of like, well, actually we could do this with a couple of the songs in Reimagining.
It's not that we didn't put a lot of work into it, we did.
This just seemed like the perfect opportunity to bring everything down, strip it down.
But everything just happened like there was some other higher energy making it happen for us, you know.
Pull together the most amazing group of musicians that we've worked with over the years. And really, I mean, like, they're some of the best people I know and the best musicians. So it's just this wonderful natural synergy of crafting these songs into new creatures that I don't think anyone ever kind of imagined they could be.
Which song is your favourite?
What about the Bossa Nova one?
Back in the day,
We used to run, hands up.
I think it's my favorite part of the album.
I can't even remember what the original version of Back in the Day sounds like right now.
No second thought, just hands up.
The new versions of the songs have completely overtaken like my consciousness. The old versions were very dance, very electronic, and now we're in this kind of cool lounge, chilled space.
You just picture yourself being on the beach somewhere in like the Mediterranean with a cocktail. It's like perfect for that environment.
We thought of this concept of bringing it completely back to a Bossa Nova style, and it really works, and it's completely different, probably the most different from the original, which I love.
Yeah, and I love the way it's been reinterpreted by the band. It's really awesome.
It's super organic, and I think people are going to love it.
I honestly haven't been as excited about anything for years. I have no idea what to expect when it comes to like our fans and whether they're going to embrace this idea of GoodLuck Unplugged or whether it's going to be something too foreign. But we're doing it. We're just throwing ourselves at it, or we're just kind of giving it all and seeing what happens, you know, and it's just a beautiful experiment. Ben will count us in.
So cool to go behind the scenes to see the creative process and how that's been transformed. While that's been going on, I've been watching them do the most ridiculous little sound check and maneuver. And,
don't hype it up now.
It's so cool to see how you guys work, because there are so many components that go into a regular performance. And you kind of think, okay, because it's going acoustic that you're breaking it down, but there are still so many working parts and pieces.
Do you think there are too many, maybe?
Maybe
we make it too complicated it for ourselves. I don't know.
So, first of all, don't be freaked out by how giant his hands look with this little guitar. Okay, I promise you.
It's actually Jules's guitar. It's a lovely.
Sheeran edition.
It's what we can carry onto the airplane. So that's what we have.
No, we love it. It feels like such a privilege to be able to see you guys perform live and kind of get that inner working. How different is this album going to be? You say that it's been reimagined, that there's the influence obviously of the band, of all the collaborators. How much of a different sound is this going to be for the fans, or are they going to be like, this is good luck?
I think the commonality of it is that the lyrics of the songs and the melodies of the songs are still the same. But the instrumentation and the way we've kind of interpreted them is totally different. So there is like a commonality of a thread, but it's not something you're going to go and like party in a club to. You know, this is something that you're going to put in. You know, we're going to make a vinyl out of this thing. Like it's that like gorgeous and just. Yeah, it was an amazing process.
I think it's one of the most fun things I've ever done.
Wow.
Making an unplugged album. And I never thought, because obviously we love electronic music, that's what we're all about, and we'll continue to be about that. But just to be able to get in and feel other musicians. And breathe. Because none of us, like, we're just going to bust this today, but like, you know, but I mean, we all kind of, the level of the musicianship that we were writing and recording with was just like, here.
Oh, speaking of which, Tim, welcome, buddy.
Yeah, welcome
my
to me.
friend. I'm going to get your in-ear out for just a second so you can talk with the real world out here. What's it been like for you joining the band?
It's been awesome. I mean, I joined in a pretty strange year to join a sort of live electronic band that's sort of focused on live shows and whatnot. But it's been awesome. It's really been cool working with Jules and Ben and the team and working with
thrown into the deep end in a big way.
But it's been cool working with creative minds and innovating and trying out different things. So yeah, I can't complain. It's been awesome.
What was your first show again?
K-Day.
Oh, 25,000 people. There you go.
Boom! You've got to do it.
And then it was lockdown.
What are you going to perform for us today from this amazing catalogue that you have?
So this song is not currently on our unplugged album.
But maybe it should be.
But we're thinking maybe it should be. It's a song that we wrote and released this year. It's called What Next? And I think it's quite a cool one to play because it really, you know, wrote it a couple of years ago, but I think it's the most relevant song for now, and that's why we released it this year. It's just kind of looking at the world and going, we've been through a lot, but what happens
What's next?
What happens, yeah.
I cannot wait to see what next. Gents and lady, the stage is yours. Take it away.
Okay, let's go.
1, 2, 3. To fight it, and most of us just straight deny it. But things are changing, and soon we'll be too far from saving. The earth was crying, and we just watched as she lay dying, and then broke her silence. See, now we're in a global crisis. So what happens to the rest of us when the ice is melted, cities fall and turn to dust? What happens when we've lost control and nobody cares enough to come and save us all? The earth was crying. See, we just watched as she lay dying, and broke her silence. And now we're in a global crisis. We try to fight it, but most of us just straight deny it. Oh, but these things are changing, and soon we'll be too far from saving. So what happens to the rest of us when the ice is melted, cities fall and turn to dust? What happens when we've lost and save us all. What happens to the rest of us when the ice is melted, cities fall and turn to dust? What happens when we've lost control? Nobody cares enough to come and save us all. A little bit of fun, something different, a little bit of a busk, a bit of a jam.